What's up, everybody? Welcome into the debut Hot Mike Sports. I'm your host, Ben Merrick. Very excited to have you guys with me on the first episode of Hot Mike Sports over here on YouTube. So, thank you guys a lot. Yesterday was a huge day in sports, so I'm very excited to get into it. So, first off, obviously, the biggest news was the NBA Finals. Lakers won their 17th last night. LeBron James got Finals MVP in a pretty resounding victory for the Lakers. Rondo came out to play. LeBron was playing. AD was dominating. Overall team win for the first time. It looked like this finals from the Lakers. They struggled, with everyone outside of Anthony Davis and LeBron. So LeBron got his fourth Finals MVP. A lot of talk about Anthony Davis, how he should have gotten it. I'm not with that. I feel like LeBron came out to play every game. And Anthony Davis, half those games, I mean, yeah, he wasn't completely healthy, but half those games he wasn't Anthony Davis. Shooting poor percentages, not blocking a ton of shots. But last night, all that changed. Anthony Davis had a great game. Definitely was a presence inside. And he ran the five, which is something that Anthony Davis obviously doesn't like to do. He's said that was a reason why he requested away from New Orleans. I mean, obviously it wasn't the only one, but he doesn't like to run the five. And last night he runs the five, and it's a dominating victory. They got out from the beginning. They were absolutely crushing the Heat, and I think a lot of that also is credit to Frank Vogel, who a ton of defensive changes last night and didn't let Jimmy Buckets get his shots off, which was obviously a game changer. Holding Jimmy Butler, who's been averaging like 29 throughout these finals, holding him to 12 points. That'll win you a game. So great defensive performance last night from LeBron and the Lakers, who obviously deserved to win that game, deserved to win that series. But switching sides, being a Miami fan, you can't be mad at all. Not even just about the finals, but about this playoff run. Beginning of the season, a lot of teams did not expect Miami to be a real threat, at least this year. And we get to playoff time. They run through Indiana. They run through Milwaukee. They run through Boston. Like it's nothing. Losing 2 games throughout all 12 and 2 throughout that playoff stretch. Incredible. And they really did scare the Lakers, even without Bam, even without Gordon. So if you're a Miami Heat fan, it's only going up from here. Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, Bam Adebayo, young guys, rookie year, second year, third year players, they're growing from here. You're going to lose some guys like Iggy. Dragic is going to regress, but the future is definitely bright in South Beach. And I think also, if you're a Lakers fan, if there was any questions about Anthony Davis signing, there is no more questions. I feel like he is pretty much a lock. I can't tell you if he's going to be a 5-year, 4-year, or 3-year guy. I feel like he's going to be on a shorter deal, but Anthony Davis will be a lock to sign with the Lakers this year. So the Lakers and Miami, I mean, we could meet again next year. This time next year could be the same NBA Finals rematch. But we could see a better Tyler Hero, better Kendrick Nunn, better Bam. So definitely watch out for both of these teams going forward. And just one last point on the NBA Finals. We learned a lot about those young guys in Miami. I mean, great playoff stretch for them, but last night especially, Tyler Hero, he struggled from the field all playoffs, but last night was really, really tough for him. We saw him hit the side of the backboard. Just a really ugly game for Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn. Bam Adebayo didn't really show up until they were down 30. So not a great game from the young guys in Game 6, but definitely something that you can work with going forward. So for basketball, that'll do it. Switching over to football, obviously the Dak Prescott news is the biggest, almost in the sports world right now. Since we expected that NBA Finals to happen, we did not expect Dak's ankle to come out. So if you had to see that, very sorry. That was terrible to watch. Tony Romo had a great call saying it was just a cramp. That was the worst thing I've ever heard. But timetable is 4 to 6 months, which you watch that live and you see his ankle pop out of place. That looked like a career-ending injury. So prayers up for Dak. Good news for him is he'll be back eventually. So hopefully Jerry Jones does the right thing and gives him his long-term deal. I assume he'll just go back on the franchise tag next year. Make $37.7 million is going to be the franchise tag next year. So he'll make his money, but he'll have something to prove. It's not a position you want to be in if you're Dak Prescott. So prayers for him. Dan Quinn was fired by the Falcons last night. Pretty expected when your team starts off 0 or 1-4, 0-5, with a very talented roster. They're banged up right now, but there's no reason they should be this bad. Moving on, Chase Claypool put up 39.4 fantasy points last night, 4 touchdowns as a rookie wide receiver on an emerging team that's looking to be Super Bowl contenders this year. What a guy, and a great night for him. If he is in your waivers for fantasy football, make sure you're picking him up because this guy is going to be big. He's already fighting with James Washington for these touches. Looks like these touches are going to be his going forward, so definitely pick up Chase Claypool. Moving on from that, in case you missed it, the Seahawks had a really, really tight game last night, coming down to a 4th and goal from about the 7, and where DK Metcalf caught a line drive for the win there. And really tough start for the Vikings, 1-4. Definitely not a division you want to be down in, especially with the Packers as hot as they are. The Bears, I don't understand how they're this good, but they are. So being down there with Detroit doesn't really do Minnesota justice, but it's where they are. We'll have to see them go forward. And then I know this is a little bit old, but I had to make my comments on it. Bill O'Brien was fired by Houston a few days ago, and this one was long awaited. We'll see what ends up happening with him, with the Falcons coaching job being available. We'll see what they decide to do. But yeah, after that Hopkins trade, this was long overdue. That should have been the first thing they did. So when he pulled the trigger on that deal, that was just the wrong move for the franchise. Expect them to lose Deshaun Watson if they can't make anything to save that franchise because they are in a terrible place. If you're a Deshaun Watson fantasy owner, you're in good shape because Bill O'Brien wasn't the right fit for him. That was obvious in his first game out. A big win for Houston, but yeah, definitely not a good coach in the NFL. I don't feel like he should be coaching the NFL anymore. Definitely not general manager duties. Yeah, that'll wrap it up for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please like the video. On Twitch, I'll be live streaming probably once or twice a day. So if you just want to go to my Twitch, the link will be in my my description, sorry. And you could go follow that so you never miss on a live stream. And then clips from that will be this channel. So if you guys just would subscribe, follow, really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much.